Imagine the universe as a giant, ticking grandfather clock. Every gear's turn, every chime, is completely determined by physical laws. This was Isaac Newton's vision, a clockwork universe where cause and effect linked together like falling dominoes. Later, the mathematician Pierre-Simon Laplace took it even further. He imagined that if some all-knowing demon could track every atom's position and momentum, it could calculate the entire future and the entire past with perfect precision. It's a little like Neo's red pill moment in The Matrix, the shocking realization that maybe free will is just an illusion and we're all puppets trapped by invisible laws. But what if that whole vision is wrong? Modern neuroscience often treats the brain like a computer. They say that neurons are equal to circuits, thoughts are equal to computations, decisions are equal to outputs. It's a simple mechanical view of the mind. This led people like neuroscientist Sam Harris to argue that you are not the author of your thoughts, you are the witness of them. And experiments like Benjamin Libet's in 1983 seem to back that up. Libet found that brain activity is fired before people feel like they have made a decision. It seemed to suggest that our choices were just after-the-fact stories we tell ourselves. But physicist Federico Faggin thinks otherwise. In his book, Irreducible: Consciousness, Life, Computers, and Human Nature, he dismantles that whole idea. Faggin points out that a computer, no matter how complicated, doesn't feel anything. It just processes information, ones and zeros. But we do feel. We feel what it's like to choose. And that experience, that spark, is irreducible. Faggin also argues that Libet's experiments were misunderstood. That early brain activity, it's not a decision. It's more like background noise, like a car engine idling before you press the gas. Later research, like Soon et al. In 2008, showed something even more interesting. Even if the brain prepares an action subconsciously, we can consciously veto it. We might feel the impulse to shout in anger, but we can choose to stay silent. Think about Cobb's spinning top in Inception. His totem shows whether he's awake or dreaming. Faggin's point is similar. Our experience of free will is a kind of totem that materialist science can't explain away. And it goes even deeper. Faggin, who helped invent the microprocessor, knew something firsthand. At the quantum level, reality isn't mechanical at all. Electrons don't just obey predictable paths, they pop in and out of existence. They exist in multiple places at once. They entangle with each other across space instantly. In his book, Silicon, From the Invention of the Microprocessor to the New Science of Consciousness, he writes, "If even a single electron behaves unpredictably, how can we claim the brain, a trillion times more complex, is deterministic? The arrogance of materialism is to ignore the mystery staring us in the face." In fact, some theories even propose that quantum processes inside brain cells, inside tiny structures called microtubules, might allow for non-computable, genuinely free decisions. Scientists like Penrose and Hameroff have suggested this through their Orchestrated Objective Reduction Model, or ORC-OR. It's controversial, sure, but Faggin says it's wrong to dismiss it without serious investigation. And then there's neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, to change itself based on meaning and intent. When a stroke victim relearns how to speak, they're not following some pre-programmed script. Their will drives that change. Faggin's view gives something powerful back to humanity: agency. It means creativity is real. When Kubrick created 2001 or Einstein dreamed up relativity, they weren't just crunching numbers. They were imagining. It means justice makes sense. Punishment assumes that a person could have chosen differently. Without free will, that whole system collapses. And it means AI, even the most impressive programs, will never truly be alive. ChatGPT can imitate Shakespeare, but it doesn't want to write. And that wanting, that spark of intention, is everything. In The Matrix, Neo had a choice. The blue pill, stay blissfully ignorant, or the red pill, wake up to a cold, mechanical reality. But maybe there's a third option. Faggin suggests the universe isn't a cold machine or a simulation. It's a living, conscious reality where your choices matter.